Well, I'm back. I had things to do, and I watched a movie with my wife. And so anyway, here we are back to try and catch up a little bit. Jim Beckwith reporting here from Red State Watcher. Dana Perino makes a prediction about Angela Merkel. Fox News contributor Dana Perino's 2017 predictions, among them, quote, "I believe that Angela Merkel will resign before the German election."
To be the challenger to Donald Trump's re-election in 2020.
Are you?
I believe, number one, you're like this. Kate Middleton will announce she's pregnant with her third child.
Oh, good.
Sometime within
Didn't you
2017.
predict this before?
I did predict it in 2015.
Okay, go ahead.
I believe that Angela Merkel will resign before the German election.
Wow.
Tell me, how much am I supposed to believe Dana since I'm a Bible believer? This is divination, okay, folks? But not only that, but she doesn't even pronounce her name Angela. She says Angela.
Before the German election.
Okay, go ahead.
I believe that Angela Merkel will resign before the German election.
Wow.
I think that's a strong
Okay,
pick.
a strong prediction. And the third one,
Strong.
I believe that Al Franken will start to position himself to be the challenger to Donald Trump's re-election in 2020.
Are you?
Are you kidding? She believes this guy is going to be the challenger to Donald Trump? Al Franken, right here. Yep. All right. Okay. Well, just thought I'd report that to you. Bad news. Major foreign ally to Trump under investigation. Listen to this one. Please share and comment if you believe the U.S. should support Israel. Israeli Prime Minister Benjamin Netanyahu is currently under investigation for corruption allegations. From Fox News.
Israeli Prime Minister Benjamin Netanyahu now responding to the Secretary of State John Kerry's speech on the Middle East. Hello, everyone. I'm Heather Nauert, and let's listen in right now.
A partnership that has endured differences of opinions between our two governments over the best way to advance peace and stability in the Middle East. I have no doubt that our alliance will endure the profound disagreement we have had with the Obama administration and will become even stronger in the future. But now I must express my deep disappointment with the speech today of John Kerry. A speech that was almost as unbalanced as the anti-Israel resolution passed at the UN last week. In a speech ostensibly about peace between Israelis and Palestinians, Secretary Kerry paid lip service to the unremitting campaign of terrorism that has been waged by the Palestinians against the Jewish state for nearly a century. What he did was to spend most of his speech blaming Israel for the lack of peace by passionately condemning a policy of enabling Jews to live in their historic homeland and in their eternal capital, Jerusalem. Hundreds of suicide bombings, thousands, tens of thousands of rockets, millions of Israelis in bomb shelters are not throwaway lines in a speech. They are the realities that the people of Israel had to endure because of mistaken policies. Policies that at the time won the thunderous applause of the world. I don't seek applause. I seek the security and peace and prosperity and the future of the Jewish state. The Jewish people have sought their place under the sun for 3,000 years. And we're not about to be swayed by mistaken policies that have caused great damage. Israelis do not need to be lectured about the importance of peace by foreign leaders. Israel's hand has been extended in peace to its neighbors from day one, from its very first day. We prayed for peace. We've worked for it every day since then. And thousands of Israeli families have made the ultimate sacrifice to defend our country and advance peace. My family has been one of them. There are many, many others. No one wants peace more than the people of Israel. Israel remains committed to resolving the outstanding differences between us and the Palestinians through direct negotiations. This is how we made peace with Egypt. This is how we made peace with Jordan. It's the only way we'll make peace with the Palestinians. That has always been Israel's policy. That has always been America's policy.
Israeli police on Monday questioned Prime Minister Benjamin Netanyahu.
A new year in America will soon have a new...
About a pair of allegations related to possible corruption. The investigation, which Netanyahu has called baseless, will address the suspicion that Netanyahu and his family received gifts from Israeli and foreign businessmen in breach of his role as a public servant. Quote, the National Police Unit questioned the Prime Minister Benjamin Netanyahu under caution of the suspicions of receiving benefits. End quote, a statement from police said. Quote, he was questioned for 3 hours at his residence. At this stage, there is no further details to be given. According to Israeli Channel 10, the two businessmen who are suspected of providing benefits to Netanyahu have already admitted their roles, and Netanyahu is now to be confronted with that testimony. Netanyahu and his wife, Sarah, have weathered several scandals over the years, including investigations into the misuse of state funds and an audit of the family's spending on everything from laundry to ice cream. They have denied any wrongdoing. Netanyahu is not the first prime minister to be questioned in a criminal case. Ehud Olmert is currently serving 18 months in prison after being convicted of breach of trust and bribery in 2014, and former Prime Minister Ariel Sharon was questioned while in office in 2003 and 2004 over allegations of bribery and corruption involving him and his two sons. And breaking news, officials say they have proof Russia was behind hacking. Can you believe this? It's just a roller coaster back and forth. Of course, this is from Clinton National News Syndicate. Please share if you think Trump won the election fairly. Even as President-elect Donald Trump and his aides cast doubt on the links between Russia and recent hacks against Democrats, U.S. intelligence officials say that newly identified digital fingerprints, quote-unquote, indicate Moscow was behind the intrusions. One official told CNN the administration has traced the hack to the specific keyboards, which featured Cyrillic characters that were used to construct the malware code, adding that the equipment leaves, quote, digital fingerprints, and in the case of the recent hacks, those prints point to the Russian government. But despite an initial public assessment by the U.S. intelligence community in October that Russia was behind the intrusions, Trump and his staff continued to voice doubts. Quote, the idea that we're jumping to conclusions before we have a final report is frankly irresponsible, end quote, Trump's incoming press secretary Sean Spicer told CNN's Alison Camerota Monday. Thank you for listening.